Donald Trump says that this peace deal that he's going to announce later this Tuesday is huge. It's been called the deal of the century by the Trump administration. We don't know all that much about it, though. From what we do know, is it that big a deal?
Well, deal of the century, according to Trump and to Netanyahu, which does suggest that it's not going to be the deal of the century at all. And we already get that feeling from the reaction from the Palestinians, who are rejecting it even before they've seen it. Trump is calling it a very big deal, a very big plan indeed. Is it? I think probably not, is the simple answer to that. It's interesting that Netanyahu and Benny Gantz, incidentally, the leader of the opposition, are both in Washington. Both have reacted very positively to it. But, you know, the Palestinians' fears are that this plan, such as it is going to confirm what they've been seeing over the last few months. In other words, the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel by the United States and the demand that the Palestinians accept that as well. They won't, because as far as they're concerned, East Jerusalem is the capital of the future Palestinian state. Recognition, effectively, of the annexation of at least 50% of the West Bank and acceptance of the settlements, something that Benjamin Netanyahu has said he's going to do in any case. The Palestinians are not going to accept that. And also, you know, the United States has pulled humanitarian aid to the Palestinians, ended their representation in Washington, recognized the annexation of the Golan Heights by Israel. You know, there's no grounds for expectation, I would say, on the Palestinian side, that this is going to be a really good deal for the Palestinians, as Donald Trump has suggested. Overly good is what he called it for the Palestinians, and highly recommended them to accept it. It's pretty clear they're not going to. They've already called for a day of rage.
Now, Benjamin Netanyahu, who's in Washington, today deciding to withdraw his request for immunity. What's that about?
Well, I think this is politics again. You know, Benjamin Netanyahu does not want the good news he's going to be getting from this peace plan from Donald Trump to be overshadowed by talk in the Israeli media in particular about his forthcoming trials on corruption charges, of which, as we heard in that report earlier, there are 3 very big charges. He does not want all the good publicity he's going to be getting in the next few days to be overshadowed by that. Plus, he wants to ensure that the main, and this may be wishful thinking, he wants to ensure that the main topic of conversation is going to be the good vibrations coming out of this meeting with Donald Trump and the peace plan, and not the corruption charges against him on the eve of the election on March the 2nd, the third general election in a year in Israel, which he still hopes to win. But the chances of that are going down and down and down. If the chief topic of debate in the weeks ahead of that is going to be the corruption charges, clearly his chances are going to be reduced even more.
All right. Thank you very much for your analysis, Rob.